Hey everyone, welcome to Greymane Gaming. Thank you for joining me on the Wednesday version of Dreamlight Valley. We do it on Wednesday, we do it on Monday, and it's not so much the traditional Dreamlight Valley videos that I do that are on the channel. We do have those videos if you want to, learn how to cook something or quest or some part of the story. That's in other videos. These Monday and Wednesday videos are just reserved to chat to the subscribers, chat to all of you, see what you're doing, see what you're up to, see what I'm up to, which is usually trouble, and just talk about what's going on in TV, movies, whatever, outdoors, the weather, who knows, whatever we can come up with, we chat about, and then we talk about how important it is to save the dogs and cats in animal shelters. That's coming up very, very soon. But first, let's get to what's going on. We have, of course, to look at the shop today for Dreamlight Valley, so we will do that now. Let's do that. We have the shop today. We have got the coffee shop house bundle for 3,000. That comes with, looks like coffee shop house, a wooden slot cafe chair, and a wooden slot cafe table. Is that all of it? Is that all you get? Okay, so that is your bundle. You get these things for 3,000 moonstones. Okay, that's a nice little coffee house, isn't it, though? Very nice. We got the butterfly topiary for 1,000. Kind of nice. We've got the joyful jellyfish ensemble, and that kind of looks like something from Mortal Kombat. Why can't I just? Yeah, there we go. And here's there's the dress. There we go. So, and then we have, of course, the day and night. On that, we have the magnolia decoration bundle. Okay. What else is here? We have, we have a bonus gift. Why can't I, what is going on here? There we go. I want to hit all these, and it's like, we got the blooming flower shop. That's quite nice. For 3,000. Nice. My grandparents, when I was growing up, they owned a flower shop, an FTD shop. They had it for like 60 years. Up until when they passed away. So they had an FTD flower shop, and I grew up around flowers and that kind of thing. So it was quite nice. Always smelled great. So I remember the smells of like greenhouses and everything else. We have a ratatouille fountain for 1750. We've got the lovebird duo for 2,000. Very cute. And the French bakery house for 3,000. Let's see that one. Alright, so you have a town square here that you could buy for around 9,000 moonstones. Alright, if you want to. Actually, if you include the water fountain, you right around 10,000 moonstones for that. We have a bonus clothing reward. Let's see what we got. Let's have a look. I didn't even do anything. I guess I have to look at my inventory. 10% off the floral ensemble and 20% off the Jumbo Cafe. I hope I pronounced that right. Jumbo Cafe. Is it Jumbo? It's French, so whatever. Jumbo's Cafe could be. We got the Fairy Flower Garden for 1,500. That's quite nice. I like that. I like that. And we got Angelic Wing, 1750. Garden Fairy Flower Bundle for 1750. Enchanted Forest House. A lot of houses this week. Enchanted Forest House for 3750. That's quite steep, but it is what it is. We got the Greenhouse Cottage for 3,000. That's kind of cool. We got the Kristoff Coronation outfit for 750, and of course, then we have stuff we've already seen. Max bundle, which will be probably ending in a week. I gotta pick that up. So that is the shop for this week. It looks pretty cool. Lot of houses and all that jazz. So, what is going on this week as far? Oh, the Star Path is going to be ending. You have a limited time to finish it. You have a very limited time. You have 1 week if you have not finished your Star Path. I have not finished it. I really haven't had time or taken the time. I will finish it in the next week, hopefully. But you have a limited time to finish the Star Path. 1 week from today it will be gone. And then I believe the Inside Out Star Path, or who knows what it's going to like center around. But from what I understand, it is Inside Out that will be coming. And that will close out the summer and bring us into the Halloween fall Star Path, which will probably come sometime in September, probably the end of September, and we will then find out what that is about as well. So, but you have 1 week, very limited for the current Star Path, and it will end a week from today. Yeah, so I don't know. I hope I have time to finish it. We have been straight out, Allie and I. It's like we have just, she's got a lot of crafting shows that are coming up. One is coming up on August 2nd, and then we have one on August 9th, and then it just continues straight on through until Christmas. And just, we've been right at it. I mean, it's like we kind of have like a marriage in our marriage. It's like I do the computer designing stuff for it, and she does all of the she implements what I design into what we make and the stuff, and she puts it together. And other than that, she does like other things too. It's all one big store, but there's a lot of different factors that that kind of go into it. So, but I am more of the computer person. So, so we are straight out at it. We have been yesterday, this weekend she's off, but we're going to take a break this weekend and go see the Fantastic Four on opening night. Looking forward to that. I know a lot of people, we aren't sure really what's going to, what's going to throw down with the Fantastic Four. A lot of people are still at odds with it, because of certain aspects of the Fantastic Four and how they present it. I kind of am excited for it. Again, I'm more of a traditional Fantastic Four. I grew up with the comics and absolutely love them. And this is going to issue in Doctor Doom for the Marvel Universe with Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom, of course. And which is kind of, I'm wondering how they're going to do that. I'm sure it's going to be some kind of multiverse thing, which is what kind of makes me a little more at ease with Pedro Pascal being Reed Richards, because when you think of the aspect, I'm trying to get away from the voices here. When you think of the aspect of it being part of the multiverse, much like Spider-Man has, all these other kinds of, these other iterations of Spider-Man, Spider-Ham, Spider-Noir, or Spider-Man Noir, Spider this, Spider that, or Loki from the Loki TV series, the alligator Loki and all the other, the older Loki, yeah, so this is the same thing where we have and I think I mentioned this on Monday, where we have the Fantastic Four in an alternate universe, part of the multiverse, where Reed Richards, I guess, looks like Pedro Pascal. We had it happen in the last Doctor Strange movie, where John Krasinski played Reed Richards, and he looked really good as Reed Richards. But he is from another dimension, another universe. So they really can. I mean, I think it allows Marvel to play with so many different things and be okay with it. probably a reason why in one universe Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is gone. He died, and yet he's probably going to come back now as like they're going to probably have that arc where he comes back as Doctor Doom, or who knows? We don't really know, but I'm sure they're going to do something like that to bring him back as Victor Von Doom. So we're going to see, but not too many people are happy with Pedro Pascal. I mean, I kind of like his acting. He is good in The Last of Us. I didn't really like The Last of Us. As far as the TV show goes as a whole, didn't like it. I thought they deviated too far from the actual point of the show and went into other things that I really didn't want to see. And just like pointless things that weren't part of the game, and there was no reason for having them part of the, it didn't grow the story. Just, I'm not going to spoil it, but just things that I didn't really think needed to be there, and the reason why they were there is just because. So I thought that it just took away from the show and made it drawn out and not really necessary to tell the story that they were trying to tell and trying to convey the story that they had in the Last of Us 2 video game. But Pedro Pascal, I liked his acting in that. I think I really, of course, he was also the Mandalorian. Liked him in that. Loved him in Game of Thrones. I think that's where I first came across him, was in Game of Thrones. And if you watch that, you know what happened to him there. But he was really good in Game of Thrones, I thought. And so that is, but people are like, well, I'm not really sure with him as Reed Richards. I was the same way until I kind of just thought it's a different, it's an alternate universe, and it kind of got me away and out of that thinking. But he has also pretty much confirmed that Reed Richards is not going to be the lead Avenger, the head of the Avengers in Doomsday. Now, whether or not he's trying to throw us off the track, we don't know. But he says that that Reed Richards is not going to be the head of the Avengers. I don't know who would be if that's the case. I mean, it could be Sam Wilson as Captain America. Don't know. It could be Star-Lord. We don't really know who is going to be leading the Avengers in Doomsday, but I guess it's just one of those mysteries that we'll find out when the movie comes out. So people are just not happy about him, and so there's mixed reviews, but I think it's going to be a great movie. Can't wait to see Galactus and Fantastic. I don't really like the song. I think I've heard the song too much on the trailer. It's like Fantastic Four, and it's like, it really is not a good song. Sorry, it really isn't. Like repeating Fantastic Four over and over again just is not enticing. It does not scream to me that it's, yeah, I don't like so far the soundtrack. But I'm excited about Galactus and seeing that happening, so I think everyone is. People, I think that kind of, for me, overrides the whole thing with Pedro Pascal. And like, a lot of people are just not happy with, not happy with Pedro Pascal because he kind of, he's a little odd in real life. I mean, he's a little odd. If you ever watched Pedro Pascal, he was on, I think at the Disney, at like, I don't know which, was it the Star Wars convention or was it the D24? One of them. He came on stage with Grogu, and he had on like some weird outfit with like giant, he had on like these like biker shorts with giant hip waders boots, and it was like the weirdest. I'm like, so people are like, he's kind of weird. He's kind of weird. I'm like, I don't really care. As long as he's good in the movie, I don't really care what he is in real life. So I kind of look past that. But a lot of people hold that against him. He's a little bit of, of an odd fellow. And that's okay. That's okay. So we'll see. Allie and I will be seeing it on Friday. I will let you know how I my review of it on Monday probably. Now Marvel, I think it's probably gonna do really well. Well, I mean the Fantastic Four is probably gonna do really well. I don't know if it's gonna beat Superman. I don't know if it's going to. They're predicting it could beat Superman. Superman, it will definitely beat Superman overseas. Marvel will do better overseas than Superman because Superman is kind of seen as like a representative of America. Superman is like apple pie. So, and we're not too well liked overseas right now in a lot of places. So Superman probably. I think Marvel will do better overseas. I think the Fantastic Four, will do better overseas than Superman. I think it will beat that it will beat that box office over there. I don't know about domestically. We're gonna have to see if the Fantastic Four is going to beat Superman, but that's something we'll find out soon enough. Lilo and Stitch is now on home video if you want to watch it. So if you haven't seen it, there you go. You don't even have to go to the theater anymore. You can add to the 1 billion haul that it has acquired, but it is now on home video. So I have not rented it yet at home, but I will probably do so, or I will buy it. Ali and I have like a huge like a what do they call it, like a digital library of movies that we watch all the time. Let me see, what else do we have for news here before we start to head on into the pups and the kitties that we need to talk about. Ozzy Osbourne. Oh man, we lost Ozzy Osbourne yesterday. Oh, so sad. And we lost one of the Cosby kids. Malcolm Jamal Warner also passed away. So two very iconic people in our our culture. Of course, Ozzy Osbourne with music and Black Sabbath, and just I remember Ozzy's songs coming up, like a Bark at the Moon and Crazy Train. Crazy Train is such a iconic song. And then of course we had Theo Huxtable on the Cosby Show, and that was played by Malcolm Jamal Warner, and he ended up drowning on Sunday, which is so sad. So sad. He was such a even after the Cosby Show, he went on to be very very talented in music and everything else, and I thought he was great. He was a great, awesome person. It's too bad that you just never know, right? You never know from one day to the next. You can be out making music one day, and then the next day, like tragedy happens, like what happened to him, and so it just really tells you to enjoy your life every day, every minute, every second. Have fun, and be mindful of how precious your life truly is, because it can be gone in a second. So condolences to all around for Ozzy, our dear friend Ozzy, and our dear friend Malcolm Jamal Warner. We watched Ozzy, like in our household. We watched the Osbournes, and Ali and I just recently was watching a show. This is before he died. We were watching a show. I don't know if it's on Netflix or something. One of those, Prime. We have them all. I can never even remember which channel, but where they would sit down and watch all the Osborne clips from the show, and Jack, Kelly, Sharon, and Ozzy would kind of tell what was happening. I forgot what it's called, the Osborne Tapes or something. So we watched that. I think we just finished it like maybe 2 weeks ago, and now this happens to Ozzy. But very interesting. He didn't talk very much, and I know he had Parkinson's, so he didn't talk a whole lot in that show. I think like a lot of it was just the kids, Jack and Kelly, that were chatting, and Sharon. You know, Sharon's always been kind of, you know, not afraid to voice her opinion. So that was it's a pretty good show if you're interested in watching. I'm sure it will get like a lot of play now because of what happened to Ozzy. So, all right, that is the news, the catch up for today. We're going to jump on over to, I think we have a couple of comments today. Let me look. Yes, we do. We have Pink Rose says, good morning, Gray. Good morning, Pink Rose. So happy to see you always. Thank you for commenting. Red K says, this is reminding me of the time when they were making all the faceless YouTubers show their face or their videos wouldn't get monetized. That's not really, I mean, if you run like a gaming channel, I don't think a lot of people care about your face if you're playing a game. I mean, it's about the game. You're not the center of attention. So I think that, yeah, I think that's why they changed that rule back then. I know YouTube, Red K says, I know YouTube means well, but I hated it then and I still hate it. Some people don't want to show their face or don't like their voice. What does this mean for the VTubers or the people that use PNG models? It doesn't mean anything, Red K. You can still be a VTuber. You can still do all that stuff. So I think in a way, you know, you're kind of missing the point. It's not really about having a face. You know, they aren't going to go out and say because you have a faceless YouTube, because you're a VTuber, that you're going to get demonetized. No. What they're saying is if you use these means to generate many videos, mass videos at one time, you're going to get demonetized. You know, these people that I was talking about on Monday, not only are they like, you know, like faceless, blah blah blah. I mean, that's just one small little part of that equation. The idea being is that they're using them to mass produce videos through AI. They're copying other people. They're repeating essentially what other like originals have said, and they're mass producing it, and they're putting it out there. You know, think of it as like Amazon, where a person puts out an original, you know, story, like Stephen King puts out It, and then a person comes along and writes 25 manuscripts with a little bit of a variation of it, right? And puts them out. You know, here, this is it, or it is here. You know, they use that, they change the title a bit and put out 25 or 30 manuscripts, but copy the Stephen King original. So not only is it cheating, not only is it cheap, but it keeps people from actually buying or actually viewing the the original Stephen King copy, because all these other copies have flooded the market. So they have to wade through all those 25 or 30 copies before you even see the Stephen King copy, who was the original, story. And that's what's going on with YouTube. People are taking these like faceless, voiceless, they're using AI generated voices, and they're copying, and I think I used the tragedy of Michaela Raines the other day, and saying, they're copying these videos using faceless and just, creating it like it's a news thing, like this is what happened, oh, the tragedy of this, oh, this and that, and they're putting 25 or 30 videos out for, and it's flooding YouTube, and it's killing YouTube channels, mine included. Mine has really dropped down significantly in the last few months because of it. And I've considered just, moving along, because I've got, I love my dogs. I love sharing them, but, if people aren't going to see it, there's really no use in me, and me making them. If people aren't going to see, I'm just wasting my time. And I mean, if I've only got 20 people who are, who are watching my videos because it's been like YouTube has been flooded. How many of those people are actually going to share dogs on X? How many are out of 20? Maybe one. And so, is it really worth my time to edit and make videos and this and this and this just to get one share? It really isn't. I can probably do it a lot quicker, by other means. I mean, and that's the sad story of it, that these people, these AI asshats, I call them, they ruin it. They ruin these things. Now it's costing lives of dogs and other animals and everything else because they're greedy. They're greedy pieces of shit in the end. They just want to line their pockets. They want to line their pockets, and that to me is what is wrong with this entire society. Honestly, when it comes to things like YouTube and Amazon and stuff, people are so greedy that they don't care. They're more about themselves than they are about helping out anyone else, and it's a shame. So that's what I'm talking about. So I think that the VTubers who do it original, right? I think they're safe. I think they're all safe. I think the ones who make original videos are safe. The ones that who put out one video at a time, and they aren't flooding and creating mass AI videos, I believe they're safe. So you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. All right. I hope I clarified that. Let us get to the dogs here because we're running a little bit over on time. Yeah, we can get this done in a few minutes. We've got Novocaine, number 232290. Did I say 0? Gray, you're getting lazy. NYCACC, Novocaine. It looks like a white German Shepherd. Beautiful dog. Dumped by his owner. What a scumbag. Scumbag owners. Looks like a white German Shepherd. He is located at Manhattan, NYCACC. Number 2322. Did I have that right? 232290. And some scumbag dropped him off because he was with other dogs. Dumped by owner into the shelter. So screw you, whoever dumped him. You're a piece of trash. And we're gonna share him. There we go. I don't care. You know what? I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I just don't care. You are a scumbag for dropping off your dog at an animal shelter. I'm sorry. Unless you're sick and you can't take care of your dog anymore, your cat. If you just do it because you're a lazy piece of crap, that's exactly what you are. So I don't care. I just don't care. I'm going to say what I want. If this channel is going to get overrun by AI and you know what? I just don't care anymore. I'm just going to do what I want. And it is what it is. So that is Novocaine at Manhattan. He is scared. He's a beautiful white German Shepherd. Please share him and adopt him if you can. I would really love to adopt him. He's beautiful. White German Shepherd. We've got an 11-year-old female. What kind of scumbag? Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is really what really pisses me off. 11-year-old female mini schnauzer. Her name is Chumus. At Downey, California. Came in on July the 1st. Owner surrender. Her owner gave her a glowing review. Well, you know what, owner? I'm not giving you a glowing review, you scumbag. Drop off your dog and give it a glowing review. Oh, I love this dog. It's a great dog. And then why did you drop it off? Why did you abandon an 11-year-old dog, you piece of crap? Tell me why. Tell me why. Because you're a scumbag, that's why. I'm gonna share Chumus. She's 11 years old, beautiful little mini Schnauzer, and yeah, she's number 84873808 at Downey, California, ACC. So please help out Chumus. You know what? I really wish I could like see some of these owners like a face to face. I swear, because why bother getting an animal? Why bother getting a pet if you don't have it for life? Why? Don't waste your time getting a pet if you cannot make that commitment. I understand there's like underlying circumstances, but you don't give up your... Listen, I just went through freaking all kinds of surgery. I went through losing a kidney, and I didn't give up my pets. So please, give me a freaking break. I don't want to hear your excuses unless you're dying. Seriously, because you have no reason to put an 11-year-old dog in a shelter other than your own greed. We've got Duke, who is NYCACC. That shithole. Gray's on a roll today, folks. He is number... let me see where he's at. I'm just not happy with these people. Duke is at Manhattan. He is a beautiful... Oh, he's such a good-looking guy. He looks like he's part shepherd, part Rottweiler. Okay? He's 1 year old, and he is... Yeah, Manhattan, ID number 232426. He is a handsome little fellow. He's been in care for 4 days. We have a lot of animals that are at NYCACC. We've got him. I'm going to share him right now. Duke. What a handsome guy. Repose. We have so many animals that are here. We've got Champerado, we got Jocks, we got Picasso, we got DiMaggio. We've got a kitty named Bella. We've got Treasure. We got a rabbit named Earwicket. We've got Marley Man Cat. We got Chickpea Kitty. We got Boo Kitty, Cyril Kitty. We got Rain, who's a pup. We've got Ruslet, who is a puppy. We got Flopsy, who's a rabbit. We've got Sky, who's a dog. We got Pebbles, who is a rabbit. We got Home Fries, who's a guinea pig. Frank is a cat. We got Tony as a dog, Mint Oreo as a kitty, Stitch as a kitty, Papadoo as a dog, Kelly, Raven, all dogs. We've got Little and Rosie are dogs. We got so many animals, rabbits. We've got everything here. We got a lot of rabbits. Colton is a husky. Just all these. There's a lot of dogs that are at NYCACC, and a lot of and cats and rabbits, and again, and a freaking guinea pig. These animals need out, folks. They need out. Alright, we've got Corpus Christi. We've got Cinnamon, number 8374460. Cinnamon at Corpus Christi. And I think we've done her before. Let me see. Not her, but I mean Corpus Christi itself. And that is at... I've almost got this under, like... I'm trying to remember the address. It's something like 2626 Holly Road in Corpus Christi. I'm trying to find the information for Corpus Christi. Here it is. 2626 Holly Road, Corpus Christi. The phone number is 361-826-4630 for Cinnamon, 8374460. For Cinnamon. I'm going to repost her. And hopefully someone will adopt this little beauty. Alright, one more to go. Let's see. Who do we have? We've got Rosie. 11 years old. Will you please stop bringing your old dogs into shelters? What the hell is wrong with you people? Seriously, I'm telling you. What is wrong with them folks? Why would they drop animal you've had for 11 years into a shelter to torture your pets. That's torture. Rosie is 838-2368. She is at Corpus Christi. I just gave you the information, 2626 Holly Road. And I gave you the number, which I'll look at it again, just so I have it. It's phone number 361-826-4630. That is for our friend Rosie. I'll repost her. Alright. And we have one more for Corpus Christi. Her name is Twilight. Twilight is number A3-82096. She looks like a beautiful little cow dog. And she's running around like she's just running around like crazy. She's so happy. I really, how do you people do that? How do you killers in these shelters do that? Just watch these beautiful dogs so full of life run around and then you kill them the next day, you scumbags. Phone number at Corpus Christi is 361-826-4630. And this is for Twilight. We're going to repost Twilight. She's so full of life. Beautiful girl. And that is going to do it for the dogs today. I know I'm a little salty today because of yeah. But thank you all for watching. Have yourself a magical day. Please be the best human that you can be today. Don't be as good as you're going to be tomorrow, but be better than you were yesterday. And I will see you in a future video, probably in the next couple days. So we will see what happens. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. For the people who do watch, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you very soon.